Hi everyone, Bernard here with the latest Citizen vlog, and it's a City present, isn't it? We're doing today in the aftermath of the little game at Wembley yesterday. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 0. Not the greatest score, is it? Anyway, I mean, my thanks to Ginger Wig Gifts. I'll have a word with them in my preview of the Watford game quite soon. But these things came yesterday. So obviously, I found an actual use for them. Actually, I always try and get the positives out of things, and if you can hear me, which you can't now, and I think the positives. I think last night was I sort of started to wear it like that because I thought the game. I mean, it's no good for your health, but I thought the game was much better if I wore it like that over my eyes. So I always have to find the positives in everything. So yeah, I did end up doing that last night. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Anyway, if you're new to the vlogs, please subscribe, tell your friends, and please push that notification so you know these little vlog specials are coming out. And we've got to be cheerful, haven't we? You know, these things happen. We just got to get on with it, haven't we? So we're going to have a quick look at the game, quick look back. Player ratings. Mr. Brennan's back in charge of the player ratings, and been a bit kind to some, actually, a bit kinder than perhaps, you know me. I'm pretty mean anyway, but I've not gone mad. And some talking points on the game as well. So as you saw in the lineup there on the introduction, I got 9 right of the predicted team. I predicted for the preview. So we had Ederson, Walker, Garcia, Laporte, Mendy, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Mahrez, Silva, Sterling, and Gabby Jesus, didn't we? So the only couple I got wrong, I think, were I thought Fernandinho would be in there, and I thought Rodri would be in there. So obviously, not bad 9, is it? Not bad, but I think that probably what our strongest 11, which is a little bit worrying on reflection, isn't it, in hindsight? Referee John Moss, he's not the greatest referee, is he? And he's sort of lets things go that you think, you know, he should be pulling up, and vice versa. He stops things that you think he shouldn't do, but that's it. He's no possibly any worse than most of the referees these days. As for the game, well, yeah, I mean, the first 10, 15 minutes, Arsenal did look like a rabbit in headlights, didn't they? Didn't look as though they wanted to have a go or anything, and which is fatal. We know City's flaws, so we thought, well, this won't last forever, so let's get a goal or two in the meantime. But obviously, a couple of lax plays at the back gave us a couple of half chances, didn't it? I think Sterling had a half chance. David Silva had a half chance. He nearly got to a cross, didn't he, on a corner? Was it a KDB corner? He nearly got to. Not quite. And obviously there was a great cross from KDB after about 9 minutes where he crossed it right to the back post. And obviously Mahrez isn't known for his heading. I don't know if he's scored any headed goals, I'm not sure. But rather than head it back across the goal, you know, into the far corner, he sort of just headed it across the 6-yard box hopefully for an Edin Dzeko. Unfortunately, we don't have an Edin Dzeko in there, do we? So it's just a waste. I thought Mahrez should have done so much better. At least just head it on target. And I think the way it was positioned, it was ideal to be headed back the way it came and into the side netting or in off the post like someone else did for Arsenal. So that was it, really. 9 minutes. So I say we were comfortable, no real problems, but we know with Arsenal, don't we? I mean, they've got a little bit of pace up front, haven't they? And they had a great chance, didn't they, on 16 minutes with Aubameyang. Is it Aubameyang? Am I pronouncing that right? I'm not good with these names. And how he didn't just side foot that past Ederson, I don't know. Good save by Ederson. He did what he had to do. He sort of made it as narrow as he could. But obviously, Aubameyang was at fault there for sort of blasting it rather than trying to place it side foot past Ederson. But we didn't have long to wait, did we, before the sucker punch? Obviously, it was only about 3 minutes later. Again, plenty of City shirts back, but obviously not a lot of great marking. I mean, Walker was right at the far post, but obviously you didn't see, again, Aubameyang at the far post, did he? And a great cross. I mean, pinpoint cross, cut out everybody. And obviously Aubameyang put it in off the post. Can't blame Ederson as such. Can you blame City? It was a good goal, but yeah, you can blame City because we had probably 4 or 5 men back, and that doesn't always happen with our defending, does it? We didn't give up, obviously. There was a great chance for KDB blocked, wasn't it? There was a lot of blockages last night, a lot of blocks. I mean, I think we had 1 shot on target, but that's only because quite a few got blocked, even though they looked as though they were going to be on target, so they don't count, do they, in the on target things. So yeah, great chance. Little touch back from Jesus, and KDB put his foot through it. I'm not sure it's Louise or his Mustafa, is it, at the back, who blocked it. Then 30 minutes, we nearly went 2-0 down. Edison, I don't know what he was doing, a poor pass out and a bit of confusion. Arsenal up front played a bit like City up front, where they tried to walk it in the net, and instead of someone putting the foot through it, tried to pass it around, and it ended up we got away with it. But that was about 30 minutes. And then they had another chance, didn't they? So even though, even though obviously City had started well, I mean, they had a great chance from a corner, didn't they? That fortunately was a right height for Edison to tip over the bar. So it was 1-0 at half time. We couldn't be any worse, surely, the second half. I mean, surely Pep was going to kick some butt. Second half, some early chances. Sterling blasted one to Rose head well over from a KDB pass. So we had the KDB free kick where he told David Silva to do one and actually took it. And if it had been the other side of the goal, then yeah, perhaps David Silva, but perhaps KDB was quite right to take control in that one because it was on the left-hand side of the goal, wasn't it? And it came close. I think the keeper was sort of near enough to it. Mahrez had a great chance, and you expected him to sort of swerve it into the far corner, but he tried to catch the goalie out on his near post, and obviously, fortunately for Arsenal, unfortunately for us, the goalie was a bit more aware, and so that sort of chance came and went. And obviously Mahrez got pulled, didn't he? Mahrez and Gundogan got subbed for Foden and Rodri. Yeah, Foden tried to get into it, but I think by that stage Arsenal had so many men behind the ball, and it wasn't long, was it? 70 minutes after the drinks break, wasn't it? The second sucker punch. I mean, Mendy in the middle of the pitch playing Mr. Aubameyang again, well onside. Our players flailing all over. Garcia, no pace to get back. Obviously Laporte, we had no one. Obviously Walker would have been over the other side of the pitch, so a stroll through. Edison, yeah, he cut his angles down, but he got nutmegged, didn't he? I mean, Aubameyang put it between his legs, and to be honest with you, we're not coming back from 1-goal deficit, so to come back from a 2-goal deficit with only 20 minutes on the clock just wasn't happening, was it? Sterling had another good chance blocked. Laporte smashed one wide. I mean, when you've got Laporte smashing chances, he's no company, is he? Let's be honest about it. I mean, Rodri had 2 or 3 chances. So if that's your best attempt, someone like Rodri having your chances towards the end, I mean, you may as well give up. I mean, I couldn't see the point. What Fernandinho came on 87 minutes for David, just rather, basically to give David a 5-minute rest, wasn't it? I can't see the point of that. It was game over from about the 80th minute. Let's be honest about it. The last 10 minutes plus the 7 minutes injury time. I mean, the Arsenal player were falling over, injured all over the pitch, weren't they? They were picking up cramp and injuries all over the place. I mean, the goalkeeper made a save, and as we would have done, I mean, we have done the same, haven't we? And the goalie made a save and spent 20 seconds on the floor before he picked himself up. I mean, the writing was on the wall. It was all over, and a sorry state. I mean, the commentators praising Arsenal. Yeah, they did a job, but it wasn't pretty to watch, was it? And we were quite pathetic, to be honest with you. Certainly, if you look at the stats, I mean, possession-wise, 29% for Arsenal, 71% for City. Arsenal 4 shots, 4 on target. Can't ask more than that, can you? 100%. City just 16 shots. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get much in the box, could we? 1 on target. 1 on target. As I said, that doesn't allow for the blockages. 3 corners for Arsenal, 11 for City. Fouls, I mean, even though it was a rearguard action, it was City doing the fouling. I mean, Arsenal 4 fouls, City 11 fouls. So, yeah, I mean, it was cross after cross after cross. I mean, at the end, Louise were made to look, Louise and the other guy I mentioned, Mustafi, were made to look like, Beckenbauer and Bobby Moore at the back there. I mean, it's just so simple for Louise. That's food and drink to him. I mean, put it on the floor against him, put him under pressure. That's when he makes the errors. But in the air, it's absolutely pathetic by City. Tactically, we were pretty inept, to be honest with you. Players' ratings. Right, Mr. Brennan's, Mr. Edison. Right, fine save from Mustafi's header, but he's passed to a tightly marked Kevin De Bruyne and nearly brought a goal. Yeah, that's the one we talked about before. He's given a 6 out of 10. I'm not going to disagree with that. 6 is my basic again today. Kyle Walker, he's forward for A's, carried no real conviction, was caught out by Aubameyang twice. So he's given 5. Aubameyang, get the name right, Bernard. Yeah, so he's given 5. I won't disagree with that. I'll give him a 5 as well. Eric Garcia. I don't think he's the answer, unfortunately. I like the lad, but I'm not seeing anything fantastic, to be honest with you. He's all right with the ball at his feet, but No, I don't think he's a long-term answer, unfortunately. A couple of important interceptions, but his lack of pace was under scrutiny a couple of times. I mean, we need pace at the back, don't we? He's a young lad. I mean, if he's not going to get any quicker, is he? So he's giving 5. I'd agree with that 5 out of 10. Laporte, unusually lax in his passing at times, but still City's best defender. He's give Laporte 6. I mean, no, I'll give him a 5.5. I thought it was slightly better. Again, all his experience, he was still made the odd error, unforced error as well. Benjamin Mendy, relentless attacking down the left, but his defensive absences were exploited by the Gunners. He's given a 6. I'll give Mendy a 5.5 as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm sick of this rampaging down the left. What's ever come of it? I mean, there's nothing coming of it, is it? So it's either his fault or our fault up front. But one way or the other, these forays down, and he did play him on side for the goal as well. You know, from halfway along across the pitch where he couldn't make any influence on the second goal anyway. So I'm only giving him a 5.5. I wasn't impressed. İlkay Gundogan, calm and composed first half, but mistakes started creeping after the break. And he's given him a 5. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I didn't think it was that great the first half, but I saw 2 or 3 poorly misplaced passes in the second half. KDB, his passing and decision making were awful at times, but he still bizarrely was a main City threat. Well, he was, because either KDB's too clever or we're not clever enough. I don't know sometimes. You give him a 6 out of 10. I'm going to agree with the 6. I nearly give him a 5.5, but the only real chances we did get come from KDB, so I'm going to give him a 6, which is the standard. David Silva squeezed out the game in the first half, but dropped deeper and deeper and started pulling the strings. He's given him a 7. I don't think any City player deserves a 7, to be honest with you. I've just given David a 6. I didn't really notice him that much. He did drop deeper, but by dropping deeper, he wasn't in any way as effective, in my opinion. Riyad Mahrez, one of those games where he drifted out of action for long periods and ended up subbed. Yeah, I mean, he's given a 4. Stuart's given him a 4 out of 10. I'm going to give Riyad a 5. I'm going to be kind, but yeah, that's so. These are the games you want him to step up. No, these are the games where you want him to do something. And no. I mean, where's the Yayas of this world when you need them? The companies of this world. Gabriel Jesus found it tough in a busy final third, but his hard work never stops. Just give him a 5. Yep, I can't agree with that. I mean, I didn't notice him half the time. I'll just give him a 5 as well. Raheem Sterling, all of City's best chances fell to him, but he was having one of those off nights. I mean, he's give Raheem a 4. I'll just give him a 5 again. Not overly impressed at all with Raheem. He did a couple of things okay, but his finishing was absolutely poor. His shots, his need to take it on another little flick in rather than shoot first time, etc., just not right again. A bit like the Raheem that was struggling to score goals, wasn't he? Didn't look confident at all. None of the team did. I mean, I think it all works its way down, didn't it, from the team as a whole. The subs, Rodri's give him a 6. Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a 6 just for coming on. Phil Foden, I give him a 6 again. Nothing special, was there? So the game talking points. Yeah, I mean, who was our man of the match for a start? I'm struggling there. I mean, probably, I don't know who would give the highest rating. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne got a 6. David Silva got a 6 from me, but Ederson got a 6. But I'm not even going to give a man of the match because we were so pretty poor, to be honest with you. Some talking points. I mean, after the match, Pep Guardiola to match of the day. We didn't make a good performance. We were not ready enough. If you don't play for 90 minutes in the semi-final, this can happen. We didn't play good. We are human beings. The opponent played good. Sometimes it happens. The only regret is we didn't play the ball first half like we played the second one. We had to change the setup, but we couldn't do it. Gundogan on City's website. We have 2 more league games to play, and then we have a big game against Madrid. We should definitely improve because we have played. Because with the way we play today, we won't be enough to go into the next round of Champions League. Yeah, well, no, yeah, I think that's not rocket science, mate. We have to improve quite quickly because we don't have much time. We need to try to do our best. So, I mean, the same, isn't it? Same old things again, obviously. Another defeat, the same sort of excuses. We just weren't good and weren't quick enough. Why weren't we quick enough? Where was the graft? Allowing for Aguero, that was our best 11 on the pitch, wasn't it? And sometimes it looked as though they had an extra man or we had one less. I mean, we don't get bodies where we need to get bodies. We don't get them up. We don't have bodies in midfield covering. We don't, you've got defenders who are quite keen to attack, but we leave all gaps and holes, and we have done for a long time at the back. And games like this against a team like that an okay team like Arsenal aren't great. Arsenal aren't fantastic, but they have a little bit of pace, a little bit of youth, and that's the difference, you know. And that's, but say we need graft, we need some guile. Is KDB, is he a genius or a flop? I have absolutely no idea. Some of them balls he plays are either that fantastic that, you know, we don't react quick enough to him, or they're that poor that the defenders are cutting him out, which they are. So, you know, he's looking for that killer pass all the time. I commented before, he never plays anything simple. He's always looking for that, you know, and perhaps if we had 2 or 3 strikers and midfielders who are looking for gaps, looking for opportunities, it'd work. But we were so flat last night. I couldn't say. At the end of the day, KDB was okay, but you say he's either a genius or an absolute flop at times, and I think last night it was a bit of both, to be honest with you. I think some of the balls he played were just wasted, and some of the balls were probably could have been better for, and other people could have reacted quicker, but it didn't work out, did it? Defence, well, we can't defend, can we? That's a big worry, and I do worry about Garcia and Laporte. He didn't have a great, fantastic game. I mean, we all rave over Merrick, don't we? But we need to do something. We just need 2 or 3 solid defenders, don't we? I mean, you can get at least 2 solid defenders who know what they're doing. You know, mix that in with these 6 or 7 midfielders who create things and a couple of strikers. We've probably got a good team there, but we can't defend. It's terrible. I mean, 4 shots, 4 on target. You can't. The only one who can't in defence, I wouldn't really blame yesterday, was Edison. I don't think Edison did anything particularly wrong, you know. But then again, you know, he made a couple of good blocks, and that's fair enough. Silva, KDB, yeah, midfield last night. I've mentioned KDB. Silva, I just didn't notice him much last night. It was back to his sort of where he's there, and you want him to do really well, but he wasn't as effective as he has been recently. Jesus, I don't know. He works hard. All I ever see on Stuart Brennan things is he works hard, put a shift in. You know, we needed a couple of those goals, didn't we? Cross after cross, as I said. I mean, Louise and Mustafi look like this, you know, look stalwarts, didn't they? You know, they look amazing. They feed off that, and it's no good. And what is the point? What is the point of putting cross after crossing? Did we ever come close? I think the Mahrez header was the closest we came, and that was pathetic. Yeah, Arsenal not a good team, but sadly, this season at times, City aren't a good team either. Simple as that. We could end up with just a League Cup and a Community Shield, which I don't count as a cup. So, you know, and obviously, I think I said on Twitter, we could go from the Formidables to the Mickey Mouseables, two Mickey Mouseables this year, because obviously a lot of people think the League Cup's a Mickey Mouse trophy anyway, and certainly the Community Shield it's not really a trophy. So, you know, but we've got the Champions League, have we? But are Real Madrid panicking after watching that last night? I doubt it very much. We've got to get past them first, haven't we? Even with a goal up and the away goal, 2 away goals. But I think we need a little bit of a minor miracle. But hey, you know, let's be positive. Let's be positive to win the Chimps League, I call it, not the Champions League. But you never know. I mean, you don't always have to be the best team to win the Champions League, and you need a little bit of luck. Do we need any? You know, did we get any luck last night? Not really. Did we warrant any luck? No, not really. Did Arsenal get any luck? Yeah, of course they did. They put bodies in the way. Where there are, you know, we saw it against Bournemouth to some extent in the second half. We saw Otamendi throwing his body in the way, but where's the guys last night putting the body on the line? Where's the work ethic? There was no sort of work ethic last night, and I don't think anyone could escape apart from Edison, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that's it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments anyway. A very disappointing night. Again, second semi-final in a row against Arsenal. They've put us out, isn't it? Or at least we didn't have to, on the positive side, I've got my master put over my eyes, and at least we didn't have to travel 5 or 6 hours back from London, did we, afterwards, which would have been quite depressing. Before I go, I sort of enjoy reading. There's a guy on Facebook called Phil Banerjee. If you seek him out on Facebook, if you're into Facebook, he does some great match reports. Actually, I always have a quick look at his match reports as well before I do my little vlogs, because it reminds me of certain things I may have missed. But if you ever on Facebook, please, Phil Banerjee, give him a follow, and he does some. I'd rather read his match reports and some of the journalists that are knocking around from various sites, etc. And please, coming soon, please check all my links on screen for all the stuff. If you follow me on Facebook as well, if you're not really into Twitter, just follow me. Just put Bernard Deneen and I'll follow everyone back on there. So please check that out. And you can have a look at my little website for movies, games and posters, please. That if you can do so, moviegamenostalgia.com. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thumbs up to you. And before I go, just a couple of things we've got coming out in the next few days. We've got a little special on Tony Buck when he signed for City. When did he sign for City? Yeah, the 20th of July he signed. I'm not telling you the day. You'll find that out when I do it. But a little special on Tony Buck. And obviously we've got the Watford preview coming up very, very soon as well, with some bits and bobs on that. It's quite fun to do that. I enjoy doing the little previews and trying to predict the team, etc, etc. And I'll let you know how the betting goes. Please, I don't condone betting, and please only gamble what you can afford. But say just a little bit of fun just to lighten things up. So I've got the Watford preview, and we've also got another moments in time as well as the Tony, but we've got a certain Michael Shannon, a certain Mick Shannon, I think from the 25th of July when he signed with City. Again, I'm not going to tell you the date, you'll find that out when you watch the thing. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Let's all cheer up here and say I'll keep this, and say I'll hopefully against Watford I won't have to wear it like that. Obviously, it's to say medically, I don't think it. Then again, it's not medical anyway, is it? Just for show. But yeah, I'll be wearing that. We're back at work tomorrow, and I'm in work tomorrow anyway. So I don't care. We're not really here, are we? It's all part and parcel of being a City fan. Anyway, thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. Let's all look after each other until we meet again on a City past or present. This is Bernard saying goodbye for now. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.